Hey, it's Caleb. I'm doing the editing for this video. I just wanted to tell you that our soap release is going to be on January 7th, 2023. These are the soaps that we're going to have available. Thanks!
Another year, another soap making video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Katie Carson. I'm the Duchess of Suds over here, and I thought it would be really fun to start out 2023 with a challenge. Today we will be using squeeze bottles for the dancing funnel soap technique. This is a soap technique I've been wanting to try for a really long time. Many soap makers have blazed the trail before me, like this person.
And this person.
And this person! And so I feel probably unfoundedly confident in my ability to absolutely cream this challenge. The dancing funnel soap technique is really relatively simple and it looks beautiful on camera. Now, the actual finished bars look kind of like little raindrops or like little stones that have all been smushed together. And I personally will not be scenting my bars because dealing with fragrance while you're trying to pour all these cute little dollops of soap is not something I want to try and deal with. But I know it's gonna look pretty while I'm doing it.
If everything goes according to plan.
And I'm really excited to start off 2023 with a bang. So without further ado, let's make some soap. I have the proper amount of my soap oils in this container. My recipe includes olive oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, organic and sustainably harvested palm oil, and castor oil. So of course, before I can do anything else, I have to add in my lye water solution. If you want to learn how to make soap, I have a free instructional video series where I will teach you exactly that. I'll also teach you how to do it relatively inexpensively and still beautifully. So let's blend this up on low until just past emulsion. It's very important for this particular step that things don't get too thick. This is still a little thin and it may separate slightly, but that's all right because we still have to mix in our color. Now I have to make sure I split my batch in half exactly. So I'm going to put the same size container that I have all of my soap in on a scale, tear it out, and then place the one with all of my soap liquid in. So now I'm going to pour exactly half into here, and then I'm going to split the remaining half into two containers. All right, so now we have all of our containers ready to go. For the two accent colors, I'm going to be using Tahitian Teal and Sakura from Mad Micah's. And then for the larger color, we're going to use Wicked, also from Mad Micah's. I do want to make sure that everything is really smooth and that there's no clumps in the batter because this particular soap design is so intricate. So let's go ahead and mix these up. Was it smart to do the darkest color first? No! And look who's back, my teeny tiny spatula. Okay, cool. So now I can blend these colors in by hand. All of my batter seems to be doing pretty good. Wow, look at that paranormal color morph Sakura just went through. Good grief. Time for the Tahitian Teal. And of course the Wicked, which should be kind of a black gray. Awesome. Now it's time to pour into our squeeze bottles. We'll start with our big one here. Pour in as much as I can. I do still have a little bit left. Place this on the top, and here's to hoping that these lids don't pop off when I'm squeezing them. Now for our pink and our teal. Making sure these lids are on really tight. All right, and let's get our mold. I felt like this mold from Nurture was going to be the perfect size because it's still very much a rectangle mold, but it's on the smaller scale. Right, so let's start by putting some small circles of black, maybe this many. I feel like the spacing here is pretty good. The texture of the soap seems right. Maybe about like that. Then next, we're gonna fill in those circles, with some of the pink. Okay, so maybe we aim for a little more precision here. Wow, when I saw other people doing it, there was like absolutely no mess ups, no drips. It was like perfect circles every time. Maybe I should just keep it upside down. Okay, keeping it upside down instead of trying to put it on the side seems to help. Oh, phooey, I was supposed to put some Tahitian teal in there. Oh well, it's okay. We'll do some more and we'll see what happens. Now we'll do these with Tahitian teal only, since we did pink only on the other ones. Okay, now I'm gonna put some bigger squirts in between all of our little dots here. And this is where we're gonna start breaking up those circles, making them look really swirly. And basically, I'm gonna keep going like this until the entire mold is filled up. Now I'm going to go for some thinner circles by adding in a little less. Okay, so that took some amount of time, I can tell you, and I got better at it as I went along. It started out a little bit rough, but this is definitely what it's supposed to look like. I've gone ahead and spritzed the top with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I'll wipe down any little bit that happened to get on the sides here. And then because I don't have any fragrance oil in this and I didn't pour it at a thicker consistency, there is a higher chance of me getting soda ash on it. So I'm gonna cover the top with a lid and we'll come back and unmold it tomorrow and I'll show you how I'm gonna make the cuts. And now a quick word from today's sponsor, Stamps.com. I worked with Stamps.com all through 2022 and they are one of my favorite sponsors of the Royalty Soaps channel. It is a new year, which actually means there may be an influx of orders in your small business shop because you know people are real anxious to spend that Christmas money grandma gave them, which means of course it's really nice to start the year being more efficient. In January, most of us small business owners are dealing with a lot of customer service, we're dealing with a lot of returns, and of course the inevitable increase in postage costs. But Stamps.com can get you shipping discounts up to 86% off. That's right, 86%. Plus, they are the fastest shipping solution. You can ship with ease from your own home. So start the new year by saving serious money on mailing and shipping and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up at Stamps.com/royaltysoaps for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. As always, there are no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com/royaltysoaps and they'll set you all up for success in the 2023 new year. Thanks so much to Stamps.com for sponsoring today's video, and let us continue our new soap technique. Okay, we're back the next day. So let's take the lid off. Ooh. So we're gonna slide our little soap side up here, pour this out. And if you are trying to make a soap like this one, well, I will leave you all the raw materials I use down in the description box below so that you can get the mold or the colorants or what have you. Just gonna peel the sides off, and even without adding a fragrance, this is all ready to unmold within 18 to 24 hours because it's just a harder soap recipe. And then you can see where it's being released from the mold, just like that. Perfect. All right, so I am just going to mark where I'm going to cut this. Okay, now that everything is roughly the same size, though I'm not gonna pretend like I made near perfect cuts here, So now I'm going to cut down the middle as straight as I can, which this is really tough. It's probably not going to be that straight. And I can always clean it up. So if I didn't go all the way down, no big deal. I can just break it and then clean it a little later. So you can see some of that design going through all the way to the bottom. And now I can use my single bar cutter to get really straight cuts on the rest of it. Okay, now we're gonna go down here, get a nice clean cut. So we're almost there. This is a really huge chunk of soap, but we still have to cut it down the middle. Right down again here. And now for more of the final reveal, which is getting this part cut in half. That looks about right. Very gently. Hopefully, this looks like the dancing funnel swirl on the inside. Y'all ready? Ta-da! Ooh, so gloopy. Yep, that's roughly what it's supposed to look like. I think when you work with thinner batter on this type of thing, you can get even more perfect circles. My circles look very modern art. Ooh. But again, if you're working with a really thin batter, you can get near perfect circles. So there's still room for improvement here. I would hope to not see anything that looks like this. I would want to see the circles like this all over the place, kind of the way the top looks. Okay, so this looks a little more like it. This is a little more circular here. Ooh, even gloopier here. Last one. Oh my gosh, this looks like an angry mouse. So here are our final bars for this experiment. Again, really loving the colors, though I have to say I do prefer the tops of most of them. I think this looks a little more how it's supposed to look. Supposed to look is a little more gloopy like this and a little less like this, but all of them look really cool. And this is definitely a bar that I would buy if I ever saw it in a shop. Well, that was a super fun challenge and a really amazing way to kick off 2023. In the future, I will make sure that my soap recipe is a little runnier, and I will make more circles starting from the very beginning because I think that that really enhances the design. So today we learned a lot, we experimented, we had fun. If you want to see me try different soap pouring techniques, let me know down in the comments below. That would be a fun thing to do once a quarter or once a month or whatever. Thank you so much to Stamps for sponsoring today's video. You guys be sure to check out the link at the top of the description box and do something fun for yourself today, whether that's pinning down your New Year's resolutions or not making any New Year's resolutions at all and flying by the seat of your pants. I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now.